Welcome back to Positivity Plug. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning and watched my last video, thank you, welcome back. Before we start, give this video a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down below. Let's go to the craft. Today we are going to make a craft that you can hang onto your wall. So for this craft you're going to need cardboard, 2 pieces of cardboard. You can cut the cardboard into whatever shape you want. We have 2 pieces of cardboard and I cut them out into the shapes of stars, which I will show you in 1 second. You're going to need wrapping paper or some kind of paper to put in the middle of the star of the cardboard. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. They're hollow, so you can see the cardboard or whatever kind of paper you place in the middle of it. So you're going to need a piece of that so that you can lay it through. And I put lights. I'm going to wrap the lights around the star so that it shines and we can decorate it like that. You can also color the star or whatever shape you made, whatever cardboard shape you made. So if you want markers, go grab those. Stickers, whatever you want to decorate your star, go grab those. You're also going to need a glue gun or something to glue everything that you're going to put on your craft with. So you need like duct tape or whatever you want to try to glue the stuff onto your craft, or in this case your star. You're also going to need some scissors. We have yarn, so we're going to cut the yarn and wrap it around the star and wrap it around the lights so the decorations stick on. So we're not going to need as much of the glue gun as normal. We're not going to need as much glue as maybe you'll need if you're sticking on something that only can be glued down. And you'll need a bead or a little, we have this little bead that we're going to put behind the star. You'll see what I mean in a second. And you're going to glue or tape or stick the bead onto the star, one of the stars, and then stick the front piece to it so that there's a little gap in between and you can wrap it with like lights or whatever you choose. In this case, we're gonna wrap it with lights. Okay, so I already cut everything out. I cut the cardboard pieces, which are here. We have 2, this one and this one. So you're going to put this one or whatever shape you made on top of this. If you haven't cut out your shapes yet, go get cardboard, pause the video, cut out your shapes so that you have the outside of your shape and the inside is hollow so that we can put the piece of wrapping paper or regular paper, cardboard paper, construction paper, whatever you want to put in the middle of that so you see it. So pause the video if you haven't and go do that and then come right back. The next 2 things you need is going to be non-hollow pieces of cardboard that you cut out into the shape of these. So what I mean by that is we have this star that's not hollow, we just cut out the star. And then we have this star too, which is also not hollow. So these are going to be like hanging at the bottom of the star like this, hanging at the bottom of this one, so that we can hide all the decorations and extensions that we tie to the hollow stars. So if you haven't done that either, cut out 2 stars or shapes that you already cut out, but do not cut the inside, so make them one solid piece and then come back. Started heating up the glue gun, so we're going to work over here on the cardboard so it doesn't get anywhere else. Alright, so I am going to start out with the 2 hollow cardboard pieces, and we're going to glue or tape them together like this. So they're like this right now, and you want to tape them together. You're also going to need a bead or something else small like this so that we're going to glue the bead or something, whatever you have, real small, here onto the star. And then we're gonna put the other star in front of it, on top of it like that, so that there's a little hollow space in between the two like that. So if you haven't got a bead or something, go get that, because you're gonna need that as well. Alright, so we're going to start with the back of the star. So it's facing, see, as you can tell, it's written on. So we know exactly how to line these up and pair them. You can do that on your piece of cardboard if you want to. If not, just follow along with my instructions. So we're going to take the back of the star, or the back of the hollow piece that you just cut out, and I'm going to start off by gluing this bead onto here at the bottom or corner or wherever. You do this as well. Okay, now you don't have to hot glue it, you can tape it or whatever, but because I'm using hot glue, we have to wait for it to dry so that it sticks together. After we do that though, we have to first we're going to glue this. So if you haven't already, go cut out a piece of paper or a piece of wrapping paper, whatever you want to put in the middle, that is the same shape and about the same size as the middle of the hollow part of this craft right here. We already have it, so we are going to glue this to the middle or the hollow part of the star like that, so that when we do glue them both together, you can see the wrapping paper or whatever type of paper you put in the middle. So let's glue that right now. Okay, so now this is the front of the star, and we have the bead glued on in the corner, in the bottom corner. We have the piece of paper or wallpaper, newspaper, wrapping paper, whatever you have that you wanted to use for the middle. We glued it to the back, as you can see. We glued the back all around, and then you can see it from the front. Okay, so now you have to take the front piece of the star that is hollow in the middle and take your lights or whatever decorations you want to use on the star. In this case, we have lights that are threaded on a wire, and what we're going to do is wrap them around this star so that this is all decorated, and then we can glue it onto that piece. So once you do that, come back to the video. Okay, so now I wrap the lights around the star, so when you put batteries in this and turn it on, it lights up and it looks really pretty. Hang it up on your wall. The next thing that we have to do is attach this star to this one so that they're facing back to back like that, or like that, so they're stuck together and the lights can shine and you can see the background of this paper that you glued on to the other one. So you have to glue together now this star that you just wrapped with lights to this star that you glued the paper onto already. The only problem that I saw with this is that you can't glue the lights because you're not really supposed to glue the wire. So instead, you can take a couple beads like we did before. You can take the beads that you took already or that you had already from gluing the one bead onto the corner of the star. You have to take 5 more of these beads and glue them around the corners of the star. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 corners of the star. And then you can attach this star on by sticking it to the beads. So you can actually glue this star onto the beads instead of onto the other star, so that there's a little hollow space in between. So once you do that, you can come back to the video and we'll finish up the craft. Okay, so once you did that, your star should look something like this. I think it looks pretty good. There is a little bit like in between the two stars, it's a little hollow because I put beads around the four corners, and then I glued the top star to the beads of the so the star is a little hollow in the middle, which is good. That's what you want. You should have either taken beads or whatever, something little that you put around the four corners of the back star so that you could glue the front piece of the star to the beads that you laid down on the five corners. So now you have this, and you have the battery pack for your lights. Now clearly you don't want your battery pack just hanging down like this. What we were going to do initially was we were going to have these stars that I told you to cut out, and you can still use these. You can take some yarn and take some scissors, cut the yarn, and attach it or tie it to the star you have already. And then you can punch a hole in this and tie the yarn to this and have stars hanging down from this one. So that you hang this one and you have a bunch of stars hanging down from underneath it. If you do this, if you make your craft this way, you can hide your battery pack in the stars that's hanging down. So you can hide it like this, and the star will be hanging down, and you'll just see this string, but you won't see the actual battery pack. If you want to do what I'm going to do, you can take the battery pack, and you have the back of the star that you glued on initially. All you have to do is take this battery pack, flip it around to the back like that, and then you can just duct tape the battery pack to the back. So then you just have the wire from the battery pack sticking here, but you can always hide that like that or something weird like that. So once you do that, come back to the video. Okay, so this is the finished star. Clearly you would put batteries in it and turn it on and it would light up. And then you can hang it from your wall. So you can put it behind you. You can, if you hole punch the top, you can have it dangle like that. And then you can put it behind you or put it on your wall, in your room, wherever you want to put it. So that was the craft for today. Thanks for watching. Comment down below what video you want to see me do next, or what craft you want me to make next. If you have any cool ideas, I'd love to hear them, so put them in the comments down below. Again, please give this video a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!